everyone. It's so great to be here and to be able to share some movement with you. Today I thought that we would kind of go through just like a reset flow. In my experience of kind of being stuck in this transition period of, all this craziness we've been through, as it kind of like goes through these waves of I'm super motivated and then not so much, and then guilty for not being motivated, and then it's just kind of a weird cycle right now that I think a lot of people can relate to. So I thought today it's a Monday and we could just kind of do a reset flow, just some simple easy stretches, just some things to kind of feel energized and to kind of kickstart your week. You can do this at any time. It's going to be pretty all levels. You can always modify. I'll always offer some modifications for you. Not necessary, but a nice plus is to have something like a yoga strap. I do have a yoga strap, which is kind of nice, but you can use a scarf, even like a resistance TheraBand, anything like that. So here we go. It'll be a short one. So let's just start by taking the feet a little bit wider than hip distance. You don't want to go too narrow with this. And we're just going to take our strap, and I want you, if you have a yoga strap like me, hold on to the edges of it and then take a couple circles around with your hands, just so if you've got a metal clamp, it doesn't whack you in the face. And I'm going to give you the side view here. We're going to inhale to take that strap up overhead. Taking a nice deep inhale with it, opening, pulling out on the strap, and then exhale, just bring it back towards you. Now it's important to keep your knees slightly soft, so maybe give yourself a little wiggle there, and then inhale, reach those arms up. Exhale, take it back in front. And again, inhale, reach it up. And exhale, bring it back down. And if you don't have a prop or anything, you can do it without that. Just reaching up like a big good morning stretch. And then exhale, take it down. Good, just a few more like that. Inhale, reach it up. Exhale, bring it down. One more time, hold it up there this time. Inhale, reach those arms up. And then just take a little bit of a side bending stretch. Just one side and then the other. If you don't have your strap, maybe you're holding on to your opposite elbow. And just kind of reaching out through, stretching through the rib cage on either side. Good. And a lot of times when I stretch, I just like to close my eyes to kind of just feel that internal connection. Doesn't matter what you look like on the outside. Good. Important to just find that deep awareness and connection. Good. And then we'll kind of take those into little circles and make sure you really bend through those knees. Just pulling out on that strap, big circles. Opening up through the body, and then reverse the other direction. So you should feel that energy, that energizing movement as you hold tension on your prop here, on your strap. Good. Bring it back to center and just place that strap. You can just toss it onto the ground. We'll come back to it in a little bit. Holding this position here, we're going to take our hands and we're going to take them onto our thighs here just to kind of move the spine in a few arching and contractions. So I just like to take my hands on the thighs, similar to a cat-cow in yoga, and just kind of arch yourself up. I kind of press into the thighs and really reach your booty back. Exhale, round to the upper body, and you can kind of pull outward on the thighs. It just kind of helps open up your scapula, your shoulder region. Inhale, arch. And then exhale, round. 3 more times. Inhale, press and arch. And then if you are, kind of newer to doing some movement like this, I've got my little ottoman here. You can do this seated, just like this, kind of pulling back. It's also a nice little reminder if you work at home, maybe you can kind of get into some of these while you're working. Just really taking a big inhale, sending that heart up on that diagonal. And then exhale, round. It's really important to get all of this open. That's the area that kind of like slumps forward. Made that word up, slump, S-H-L-U. Okay, really nice, you guys. We're gonna make our way to the ground, but we're gonna do a few forward folds first. So just kind of find yourself in a nice lengthened out position. My feet are hip distance apart. I'm gonna inhale to reach those arms up towards the ceiling. Exhale, I hinge at the hips. Notice my knees slightly soften to take it forward. Good, and just take a moment to hang heavy. My head is forward. You might even want to hold on to opposite elbow, do a couple little sways back and forth. And just keep that softness behind the knees. That's very important. Inhale, hands to your shins to make a flat spine. Exhale, round it forward. And we're going to articulate up today. So one bone at a time, rolling yourself up, stacking that spine all the way up at the top. 2 more like that. Inhale, stretch it up. Exhale, dive the chest forward, bending through those knees. Exhale, round. Inhale, extend that spine forward. Exhale, round it over. And then articulate back up. You can always come up with a straight spine as well if that's better for you. Inhale, reach those arms up. Exhale, dive it forward. Good. Inhale, lengthen that spine. Exhale, take it over. Hold it here at the front. Really nice, you guys. Good. We're going to take a deep knee bend. So if this is a challenge for you, just make your way down to the floor. But if you can, take a deep knee bend like this. Take your hands, walk them forward as your knees kind of open out to the sides. I'm going to adjust my camera down to the floor for our floor section. But you're just kind of stretching in this kind of ball position. Otherwise, you're taking your time to make it to the floor. I know it can be a challenge for a lot of us. And then we're going to make our way on down. Good. So cross one leg in front. We're just going to take a few little stretches through the neck and through the upper body here. Some energizing stretches. I really do like this one and I teach it quite often. It's the nerve flossing technique. So take your palms, bring them together. We're going to inhale, open up the palms of the hands, send the chest forward. Exhale, round through the spine to kind of hug around a big tree or beach ball. So you inhale, chest forward, fingertips back. Exhale, round. Now your modification for this, I'm going to pop back up on my ottoman, is that you just sit and you do the same thing here. So you send the chest forward and then exhale back. Now as you do this movement, you might feel that your hands really kind of have an interesting sensation. That is quite normal and really kind of what we're helping to open up and facilitate here. So really spreading the fingers, send that chest forward. Exhale, take it back. And most of this floor stuff, especially for the upper body, you can do seated. So feel free to explore that. Exhale, round. Good. Take your hands onto the shins. Stack the spine all the way up. Really nice. Go ahead and just cross your opposite leg in front if you are crossed. And then we're just going to take a little side bending stretch. So we're going to start with the head reaching up and over to the side. You don't want to force anything too much, but really keep the shoulder nice and heavy on this side and back. Another nice option is to sneak that hand underneath of your seat. Just kind of helps facilitate that down, and just take a few breaths as you stretch through those muscles along the side of your neck, those big muscles. Good. And also might be a nice idea, because we're doing kind of a fast one today, you could always pause and spend a little longer in these stretches. Good. Release the head back through center. Take that hand out and take a big stretch up and over to the side. Same thing, you can do this in your chair too. And we're just opening up through the rib cage. Big stretch. Nice deep inhale. And a nice deep exhale. We're gonna round the torso over on that diagonal and just kind of walk your hands out. Let your head kind of sink heavy. And we're just breathing into that kind of left side of the back here. One more deep breath in. Exhale, roll that spine all the way up, one bone at a time. Other side, switch out your grip here and let your head venture on over to the other side. And again, keeping this opposite shoulder nice and heavy. You might want to just sneak that hand under just for a little leverage. Good. Breathing into that side of the neck. Nice deep open. Good. Sneak that hand back out. Take that arm, big reach up and over to the side. Good. Opening up through the rib cage, through your intercostals. Good. And then round through that back. Inch those fingertips out on that diagonal as you stretch. Couple deep breaths into the side and back body, and then exhale to stack yourself all the way up. We're going to do some lower body stretching on the back. Again, can be done for everybody. So if you can't make it all the way to the floor, you could do this one on a bed. And you don't need your strap. I'm gonna lead you through the strap, but for all of these, you could also just hold right behind your thigh if you'd like. So I'm gonna loop the left ball of my foot here. And again, use your scarf, or you could also just hold onto the back of your thigh here. But if you do have your strap, it's important that you put it on the ball of your foot. And just as you get started here, just take a moment, flex the foot back towards you. Make sure that your shoulders aren't up here, but you've kind of lengthened out your posture along the floor, and then extend through that bottom leg if you can without changing anything else. And then we take small little circles with that leg on the ceiling. Good. And just listening to your body. If some other type of movement feels better for you, you are the expert on your body. No one knows it better than you. So feel free to do something else. And then other direction. Just feeling that nice openness through the back, stretching through that hamstring. Good, and then bringing that leg to stillness here. Walk your hands up a bit higher on your strap, and then bend your knee in towards the outside shoulder. Exhale, press it up. Just like a little leg pump. Bend the knee in and press it up. One more time, bend it in. Exhale, press it up, hold it there. Good. Gather your straps into both hands and then start to take the leg across the midline of the body. We're going to start to stretch into that outer portion of the hip, IT band area, glute rotator area. This can be a little tender for a lot of people. So just take your time and breathe. Again, if you want to take a little extra time, you can always just pause me and just spend some more time here. One more breath to the side here. Exhale through center. Same hand as the leg holds onto your strap, and then I like to take the opposite knee out to the side and the opposite arm out for some leverage. And just take that leg open. Now we're stretching through that inner thigh. Just kind of feeling nice and wide along the floor. Good. One more breath into that inner thigh. Exhale back to center. Unhook the foot. We're going to cross that ankle over top of your opposite thigh. Now we press this bottom knee away as you bring that opposite leg towards you for a figure 4 stretch. And you can choose to stay still here on the back. You could also take a little rock from side to side. You could take some circles, whatever you like. You can also do this one seated just by crossing that stretching side over top of your thigh, and you can fold forward. Good. When you're ready, just extend those legs up towards the ceiling. Give your feet a little shake, and then we'll move right into the other side. Nice and quick today. Restarting ourselves, re-energizing. No need to feel guilty about not moving your body a certain way. We all have our kind of own thing going on right now. It does feel nice just to kind of check back in, restart, refresh. Turn a new leaf. Good. Is that the same? Turn a new leaf? I think that is the same. I think you can say turn a new leaf or turn a new page. I don't know. Let me know. Good. Other direction with those circles. And then walk your hands up a bit higher on your strap, bending your knee in towards that shoulder. And then exhale, press it up. A few leg pumps here, bending it in. Exhale, stretch. One more time, bend it on in. Exhale, stretch. IT band stretch, everyone's favorite. Take that leg across the midline of your body. Taking a few breaths here. Again, make sure you pause if you did so on the other side, if you want to spend a little extra time on any of these stretches. Good. Exhale back through center. Same hand as the leg on your strap. Open your opposite arm and knee out to the side and just stretching through that inner thigh. Taking a few deep breaths. Awesome work. Exhale, bring it right back through center. Cross that ankle over top of your thigh. Thread your hands, bring it back. Stretching through that hip. And again, you could take some rocks from side to side. Just stretching through those glutes, through the hip. Really important if you're doing a lot of sitting right now, which most of us are doing more than normal. Good. And one more breath. Exhale, release, and just take those hands up toward, or the feet up towards the ceiling. Give them a little shake. Good, and then hug your knees in towards the chest. Really, really nice. So we're gonna get ourselves up to a seated position. You can take a few rocks forward and back if you'd like. We're just gonna take ourselves onto all fours here. Hands are right underneath of your shoulders. And just kind of find yourself here. We'll take a few cat-cow spines. So we're gonna inhale as we arch. Exhale, round, looking back towards those thighs. Inhale, arch the spine. Exhale, round. 2 more times. Inhale, arch. Exhale, round. Tuck your toes, send your hips up and back. Take a few little treads from side to side, just opening up through those calves. Energizing the legs. Good, just a little paddle from side to side. You can also bend both knees. Any other movements here that you like. Nice and slowly walk your feet in towards your hands. Take a moment with the legs hip distance apart. Make sure those knees are nice and soft. Just hold on to your opposite elbow. Maybe taking one more little sway side to side. Releasing the hands to the floor, bending through the knees. Slowly roll yourself up, no rush at all. One bone at a time. Arriving up at the top. Take a few shoulder rolls to the back. Good, and then just reverse those shoulder rolls around to the front. Really nice work. Feeling that tall, energized body, ready to take on another week, another day, whatever it might be. And just know you can kind of restart at any time. We're all in this, new situation that we've never been in before. So just know that you're exactly where you're supposed to be right now. And be kind to yourself. And if you feel really energized now and you're like, okay, more, I've got some other videos on here. You could take another one. I've got some short ones. Maybe you take a short ab workout if you're feeling energized and a little more motivated now. But thank you so much, and I'll see you next time. Below in the info, I've attached my Venmo information. These classes are pay what you can if you can. So if you have a few extra bucks you can throw my way, you can do it in my Venmo there. Thank you so much, and I will see you next time.